Batman, Spider-Man for me. I think those are my favorite. All right. Let's see what we got here. No, no, no. Yes. We'll do this to close it down.
Teddy's learning. He's the grasshopper. He's learning from the master. That's the way I look at it. Poo-poo, garbage. You know, when you're a fashionista like me, you can pick style out 5 yards away.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you could smell him 5 yards away too, can't you?
Yeah, I'm kicking Teddy's ass here. This is
I like him. He's funny.
amazing. I mean, who knew? Who knew? You could go with a cheapo like Teddy and get some great pieces.
You're not here with that.
Let the shopping begin.
Here's his little laugh.
Who doesn't like shopping?
Weasel.
I'll tell you why. We're in the Bucharest store. This is probably the most beautiful retail outlet in the world for
This would be so cool to go to, but also you need like $5,000 ready to drop. Jiminy fuck miss.
It's an experience. It's like half museum, half retail store, but it's got tons of brands, and I mean tons. If you want to watch, this is the place to come on earth. However, Teddy has another challenge. You know, let's be honest. I keep kicking his ass in these things every time. You know, it's true. But he wants to throw yet another gauntlet on the floor, another watch on the floor. He has a new idea I really like. Let's hear it, Teddy.
Anybody could win when you have an unlimited budget like Kevin.
Of course.
I'm going to bring him back down to earth. I'm going to test you today. Limited budget.
Yeah.
$12,500.
Per watch?
No, that's the total of your entire collection. I'm going to put you to the test.
Per? You kidding?
Last time your collection was
$12,500.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I don't think you can do
Absolutely.
it.
I can do it. There's no question. But and luckily, we're in a place where they have enough timepieces within that range. And I'll give you some respect on this thing because 2 years ago, when I got started on this journey with Teddy, these watches he was talking about, I was just saying, "What are you like, poo-poo, garbage?" But I've come to respect because I'm a dial guy. You know, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money.
I like
for me to
dials
fall in love
too.
with a piece. It has to have a great dial. It has to be different than all the other pieces I have. And all of a sudden, you started bringing these low-end pieces.
Okay,
I
great.
agree
Yeah.
100%. So that's going to be the theme of today. Same type of setup as last time. So you can choose what you want to do with your money. We'll alternate back and forth.
Yeah.
And we can't go over that budget of $12,500. I want to give you a little bit more
This
than
at the
$10,000.
includes
end.
taxes because we are in New York City.
No.
We're going to exclude taxes, so just to give us a little bit more flexibility.
Got it. Okay.
take
So we
taxes
look
out
at
of the
sticker
equation.
Price.
Yes.
Now we got to be sticker sensitive here because I want to come out with at least 3 pieces. Maybe 4. We'll see. But let's start shopping.
4
First
pieces
things first,
divided by
you flip the
12.5.
coin.
Last time
He's going to be
I flipped, you
dropping
flipped
on
this time.
average
I'll
like
call
2,
it.
5,
You'll
3.
call it. So this is the two
A watch,
options
maybe
here. Just like
4.
an NFL kickoff,
Because he might
NFL
drop 2 on
Sunday.
one watch.
Explain this coin flip.
So the winner has 2
6
options
on
to choose
another.
from. They can either go at the store first, or you can then defer until the end. Then all the pieces will be lined up, and you can do a swap with the other person's pieces.
And the last time we did this,
Sunday, you
Yeah,
have
explain.
we flip the coin.
last
Okay.
time I flipped, you flipped this time.
I will flip
I'll
this
call
time.
it. I'll call
You'll
it.
call it. So
Okay.
this is the 2 options here. Just like an NFL kickoff, NFL Sunday, you
Yeah,
have
explain
2.
this coin flip.
So the winner has 2 options to choose from. They can either go at the store first, or you can then defer until the end. Then all the pieces will be lined up, and you can do a swap with the other person's pieces.
And the last
Okay. See, I don't know what the benefit is there.
time we did this, I really screwed him on the swap. And that's how I won that contest, hands down.
I gave it to him at the beginning because I didn't have faith in him. But you know, hey, you did pretty well. I was picking up all the nice pieces, and then Kevin saw what was left over, and he did what he needed to do. But
Well,
none of that today.
Let's do the flip. Let the contest begin. Let the shopping begin. Who doesn't like shopping?
What are you calling?
I'm going to call tails.
That's tails.
Yeah, baby.
What are you doing?
I'll defer.
I don't like how this is already set up. This is
I won
bad.
with it last time. That's why I'm doing it this way.
All right, so I go first.
You do. Let's go shopping.
All right.
He explains his business
So,
tactics.
what I'm thinking-
He lets you know what he's doing.
Thinking about here is I like your strategy
I
of
like those Longines.
trying to pick out, say, 3 to 5 pieces. That's probably where I'm
Tag Heuer.
going to be.
Yeah. And
What do you guys like for watches?
these are in this section of this
Yes.
incredible location,
We had Mr. Wonderful's budget.
probably the best selection of entry-level pieces in the world.
Everything is covered here. Most of the
Entry-level pieces. He's talking about 2.5 minimum.
Pieces here, you're talking about under $5,000 from this corner on. This is in the basement. Under $5,000 from this corner on. This is
under 5. Okay.
In the basement.
So, and if you're looking to buy a watch for the first time, you want to come here. I mean, you can't get. Plus, they have the inventory, which is a problem these days. So we're at Longines here, a brand that I have a lot of respect for, given that I actually wore one of these pieces on Shark Tank this year.
Look at that. I like that.
The sector, exactly.
Yeah, it was, and I met them through you, and I bought that in Miami.
I remember. We shot the episode.
Yeah,
it was a great episode.
It was great. Okay, so you got to go first.
Scanning. I do want to do a Longines, and there's actually something that I saw here, which I was at the unveiling of this watch, and now it looks like they're finally delivering them. This is the Ultrachron. I'm going to do this.
Tell me about the piece.
I'm not in love with it. What do you guys think? 3.7 Longines Ultrachron. It's very clean. Is this a diver? What is this? 300 meters of water resistance? Nobody can even dive that deep. I like that crystal sapphire. As far as the case size, good. So, you know, the lug to lug is where that's the real measurement that you kind of worry about when, as far as everyone's wrist size goes. But see, this looks a little too thick. This is, it's cool, but I'm not for me.
So the Ultrachron is looking back to a historic reference.
I think it's too chunky. It's just too chunky for me.
From the brand, but why it's special? 5 hertz movement. So most of their movements are around 3.5.
I'm not finding it appealing.
So this is a high frequency.
Yeah.
Something like this.
But let me know if you do. I'm curious.
NFL Primero as an example. So
Right.
probably one of the most attainable high beat movements you're going to find.
High beat movements. I like that. So what he's talking about is the second hand, just crisp, flying around. So normally they'll go, a quartz is just going to tick, 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 tick. But a mechanical will just like fly on that thing. Watch.
I think this is right around $3,500. I think on the bracelet a little bit more, but I saw that and I want to do it.
Let's talk about the
That is
style
so
of
cool.
watch.
That movement is
Divey,
great. The
Yes.
movement's amazing.
sportsy.
Yes.
Bracelet's a little different.
I do not like the bracelet. Thank you for bringing that up, Mr. Morphle. I do not in love with that bracelet. I'm not in love with this watch at all. I would pass on this one.
Yeah, it's more of like a mesh multi-link style
Yeah.
bracelet, but
Yeah.
it's a little
Let me
larger
know in
for
the
my
comments
taste.
below.
They're indicating here you can go total sport, right? Is
You
that-
could, yep. You can put the NATO on it.
Yeah.
Put the NATO strap on it. I that actually might be a bit more appealing, but I'm not a big fan of it.
Okay.
So I think that's going to be my first pick.
And price point?
The NATO strap actually might look great on that. That actually might look great on the NATO strap. I do not like that strap.
Around $3,500, $3,700, I
Whoa,
believe.
so you're taking a third of your budget right out of the gate.
Why not?
Why not?
Very risky, Teddy. Very
What are you
risky.
going to do?
Well, listen,
Yeah.
I'm just pointing
Who are
out
you
the
quick to criticize?
weakness in your decision, but that's all right. I like the piece.
I can never win around here. I don't like this.
There's always risk in every decision. I just
Of course, there is.
out the risk, all right? Portfolio management. So that is your Longines
That's going to be my
selection.
pick.
All right.
Okay, okay.
And I'm probably just only going to do one watch per brand. I'm not going to double dip. You don't have to do Longines if you don't want to.
Well, I'm not saying I won't. However, I am getting into a new space these days you should be aware of. The smaller size dial.
Okay.
And immediately catching my eye with this whole red vibe.
I like that too.
have
All right.
Is this, and I think probably very attractive price right here.
Legend Diver.
Legend Diver.
Now I like this. Look at this. I'm not in love with the strap. The strap could use a little work, but the color looks great. But look at that face. Look at that clean bezel. Look at the lug to lug. I'm liking this. And I like that case size too.
What is that, 36?
36, right on the money.
So I'm thinking Legend Diver 36.
Sunburst.
Red band already.
Like a red sunburstish.
Red kind of ruby-ish dial really fits into what I'm doing with my whole red thing. Red band on everything. I'd like to try it.
Can we try it out?
Yeah, can we try it?
Yeah. I don't know how that's going to wear on you. It's quite small.
I know, but lately I'm supporting this smaller diameter.
I'm all for it. I
Yeah.
am all for it.
It's gonna be
Lately, he's been supporting the
very
smaller
stylish.
diameter.
I never used to do it, but now I am.
You don't need a big watch. It's like,
I brought several pieces that way.
this is
What are
bigger.
you thinking? Actually,
I think it
That-
looks pretty good.
I think it works.
You know, when you're a fashionista like me, you can pick style out 5 yards away. Now let's talk about price point. What are we talking about here? Yeah, baby.
Oh, that
Baby.
fits right in the price
Come
point. I
on.
like this one. I'll take
2,400
that one
out of
over the other one
12,500
for sure.
budget.
Let me know in
And
the comments below what you guys think.
Look, already I'm kicking Teddy's ass here. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
All right, all right, all right.
That's my choice.
I'm gonna give it to him.
Very
Yeah, I'll
stylish.
give it to Mr. Wonderful on this
Love
one.
it. Okay. All right. Where are we now?
Wait, look at that. Look at that ticky movement too.
Budget. And
Look at that.
Already I'm
Mechanical.
kicking Teddy's ass here. This is
Oh, I
amazing.
like that a lot. That's
Absolutely
nice.
All right, all right, all right.
That's my choice. Very stylish.
Oh yeah, I like that a lot.
Okay. All right. Where are we now? Oris. Tell us about the brand, Teddy.
So Oris is based in the Swiss-German part of Switzerland. Independent
Oris.
brand. Really cool use of the
Interesting colors, interesting faces.
materials. They were one of
Whoa, look at this one. This one's cool. That green one definitely catches your eye out of all those, right? I like that. I like that teal turquoise color. But this green, this weird metallic green, is matrix green. It's really cool.
the early adopters of bronze. They recently unveiled new caliber 400s, so that's getting their 5-day power reserve. They have $2,000.
When he talks about a 5-day power reserve, he's talking about like in the watch. Maybe it's a mechanical or maybe it's your own wind up, but it'll go for up to 5 days if you put it down and you're not moving your watch to rewind it, basically. Because some watches have internal cut mechanisms that you move around, it'll twist and basically rewind your watch, so it'll last longer because it has no battery. It's your movement is the battery.
Mostly their Solita movements, and then they extend up from there.
Very interesting dial work here. I mean, look at this. These blues, these pinks, these are sort of Terra kind of thematic, which
Yeah, they do use like the bronze. I'm not seeing anything I'm in love with here.
is very hot these days. Also, that looks like a 3638 maybe.
That's a 38 for
Yeah.
the pointer date.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a nice watch.
These are very nice pieces. What's the price point in this?
So those are all in the $2,000 range, except the one in the top right. That one's going to be higher because that has the caliber 400, so that's going to be around in the threes.
Attractive.
Yeah, I like that one in the right
Also
quarter
looking
out of
down
all
here
of
at some of
those
the
the
bronze
most.
stuff.
It's your
but
call, though.
Not in
It's
love
your
with it.
pick. Anything in here you're going to go with?
You know what? I'm going to go with the pointer date. This is my favorite collection.
Look at this color. This is interesting. Like you don't typically have colors like this.
I liked your idea of going with the red.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to get a bronze case out of it and bracelet.
Yeah. I mean, bronze is hot these days. I mean, it's just
So hot right now. But look at that cool. Okay, look at that weird.
that's a very attractive watch.
This date thing is really cool.
Risky because remember, I have the opportunity to do a switcheroo on them at the end.
He's not going to do double red.
I might. You don't know. But
You
you know,
can't.
it's my option, which is what I love. Teddy's in a bad situation here, but he's made a good call on this.
All right,
All right.
I'm getting up there.
All right, so that's half your budget blown
Yes.
already.
A little bit less than half.
It's okay.
Okay.
I like the blue
We don't
bronze.
have to go
Yeah.
in order. We don't have to go brand by brand.
No,
you can
I
jump
know,
around.
I know. I'm just, you know, I'm looking at dials. You know, I'm a dial guy. These dials are very interesting, very interesting. I'm looking for stuff that I don't have in my collection already in terms of dial. But and also, Oris is, you know, I have nothing from them in my collection because to me it was a watch that, you know, wasn't collectible initially. But now they've got me into these entry-level watches, I'm getting such remarkable outcomes. People are asking me all about them.
They do a lot of crazy limited editions. There's some over here that they've done. So this is the Okavango editions. It has that green
I like this. I do like that.
texture dial. Same
Yeah.
here with this New York
How many
Harbor
pieces-
edition.
how many-
And then you have
That
these-
looks like a 39 or 40, right?
that's a 41, I
41,
believe.
so a
Yes.
larger dial, yeah. What about this?
That's a Diver 65.
Yeah.
I like that.
That is kind of where they're more traditional.
I like that a lot.
1960s, just minimalist looking dive watch.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's interesting. I'm thinking maybe I make a move here for the first time on Oris.
Okay.
And I go limited edition and I go green dial, 40 mil, I think.
Okavango,
Yeah,
okay.
I like that.
That's what I'm thinking.
You want to pull
I'm-
that out? Wanna take a
Yeah,
look?
let's pull that out.
I'm digging it, dude. You,
Once you can take a
Mr.
closer
Wonderful,
look at the styles,
nailing
it's
them
pretty
so
stunning
far, in my
dial, too.
opinion.
So there's a lot of texture in that dial.
So this was for they do a lot of like altruistic causes and connections. So this is for like a doctor's organization that do a lot of like relief work in Africa.
Yeah.
And this dial is made to resemble like the grassy plains as you're in helicopter. They do a lot of this like relief. So that's the whole point of that dial and what they're trying to emulate there.
Well, you certainly know the story on this piece. It's very different, and that's what I like about it. And
It looks
will
cool.
work
It's definitely
with
very
red band,
different.
which is always my
Cool story.
consideration. Can I put the watch? Can I put the piece on television? So, you
And so
know,
far, he's gone for like 2 NATO straps too.
you can
Interestingly,
see that it's going
The bezel, I'm not in love with that bezel, but it's interesting. It's weird. Not often do you have like that weird slash turning around with it.
to work.
Christmas party right now. Right
Yeah,
there.
well,
Red and
you
green.
got it. It's okay. It's okay. So
I like
that's
it.
2.
Okay, fair,
All
fair,
right,
fair.
let's move
Dude,
on,
yeah,
let's move
he's
on.
killing.
Now I have dived into Hamilton.
Hamilton's a sweet brand.
And Hamilton just went up in price.
It's a great, and it's one of my go-to pieces when I'm traveling because it looks good. It was brass, if you recall what I bought. I don't even see it here anymore.
Yeah, the bronze is gone. Yep.
Bronze.
I think this is a good opportunity to get my chronograph. I'm gonna do the green dial intramatic chrono.
Okay, you got me there. I'm not in love with it, but I like this idea. This gray reminds me of something I don't know what, but it's interesting. I like the clean white on the outside. I like this. I like aspects of it. Let's see what Mr.
Oh, I
Wonderful's
like
got.
that. What's the price on that?
That's just over $2,000.
I mean,
like 21.
That's a great price for that. See, I mean, like it's when they're in this type of price range. Yeah.
chose wisely, and I may just take it from him at the end. We'll see.
I
Yeah,
like that
you might have to.
pastel
Like that's a nice one.
looking green.
Yeah, yeah.
Sharp.
Works
Great
with
price
that leather
point,
band.
too.
Would also work with a red band. So
He's already setting things up for
I know,
himself. No. You're not taking that
All right,
one.
so
I'll
now
fight
you
for
have
it.
3, right?
I have 3.
Okay, and you're still under 12,000.
I'm still under 12,000. I think I have some room to grow too.
Let's
I'm good.
just quickly gaze over here.
Ito is a brand, and they don't have the craziest selection here.
No.
Nothing.
But in terms of what they do for the dollar amount, I handle their pieces, and I'm like, I'm always impressed. They have their Ocean Star collection, which is more their
Okay, I like that.
dive watches.
I like
their
ideas of it.
Multi-Ford is more of just kind of their everyday, and then they have things
I also like that
like this
clean.
is a, Bar and Shelley watch.
This one is. I like the pointers, but beyond that, and I like that blue, but I'm not sure I like that face.
All of these
Classic dress. I mean, you know, that is such a classic look. What's the price point on this stuff?
are talking about $1,000 for
That's
that
very
watch.
good. That's very good.
So it's
And
very well done.
These are mechanical movements?
Mechanical movements. They're owned by the Swatch Group as well, so they're kind of.
I used to think that was negative, but after I've seen what they did with Omega, I'm very impressed with Swatch being able to differentiate these brands and maintain price point.
Think about all the luxury groups. Every luxury group is specifically only catering to the luxury segment. When you think about Swatch, they have everything from Swatch all the way up to Breguet.
Yeah.
It's diversification, and
It's-
I agree with that philosophy too. As a collector, I think everything should be represented.
So I may be only getting one more piece, so I've got to be careful. That's interesting. Yes, but what about Rado?
So Rado is very well known in countries like Pakistan, some other places in the Middle East. The things like the Diastar, crazy looking
Yeah, like a Compass Rose feeling from it, right? Also like a little car feeling.
watch. That's what they're known for. But also what they're known for is their use of ceramic in the Middle East. The things like the Diastar, crazy looking watch. That's what they're known for. But also what they're known for is their use of ceramic.
Is there no numbers though?
Diastar,
There's no numbers.
crazy looking watch. That's what they're known for. But also what they're known for is their use of ceramic. So they do some of the most attainable ceramic made watches and bracelets.
It's okay.
Watches that you can find out there on the market. So not as caught on.
I mean, it's cool. It says Captain Cook, but the color is a little.
I
So
own
you're
one of their
saying
pieces too.
the bezel is ceramic on this piece?
Bezel ceramic, and
I
then
like that a little better.
and they also have, this is a woman's piece, but you can see that is
Yeah.
fully ceramic case and everything.
This very much reminds me of a Tudor look, even with the dial itself.
Want to know
I'm not in love with it.
something personal? I own that watch exactly.
Really?
I do.
I'm not in
Well
love with
then,
it.
what's the price point on that?
Clean.
It's over $2,000.
I'm taking it. That's it. That's my third piece right there.
Now he's jocking my style and everything. Look
no,
at this.
No. Please, can we open that up?
Let's do it.
check it on my wrist. This is a really interesting shopping spree. I'm getting some great.
Are you kind of surprised with how
I
much?
am surprised. Very classic look. Beautiful dial. I mean, look
at that.
You can see it from across the room. It's sporty.
It is.
It's divey.
Yeah,
but
it's okay.
also elegant.
It's
and an
okay.
Incredible price.
$2,000, and it's thin. I mean, I don't know if you feel it, but like
That
that's pretty
face
thin
is
for a
super
diamond.
clean.
I mean, who knew? Who knew? You could go with a cheapo like Teddy and get some great pieces.
Get out of here with that.
Get out of here.
Okay, so let's do some we'll do some tallying of money left. So
All
you
right.
have spent total. Let's see, 2,000. This is 2,500. So you're looking at 4,500 there. So that's 6,900.
All in.
6,900.
3 pieces, $6,900, and I still have money to spend.
A lot of money to burn.
Really interesting. Let's keep going. So here's the situation. Teddy has $4,000 left to spend.
Okay, the Longines right there look so much better than what we were seeing in the original picture. The Hamilton, the Oris, they look different than the video, right? Don't they look different? Like in the picture, they look so nice.
And from his 12,500, and I have 5,600 left.
And then these pictures don't look as good as the video. This in video looks so good. Looked great. I did not really like that Rado. Let's see.
Here's the situation.
In picture form, I do like this Longines. Oris is okay. Hamilton's good.
Against the 12.
I really like this red Longines. Oh man, that ruby red is so nice. Cool green grass here at the Oris.
12,500.
I'll pass on that Rado.
Teddy can't control his spending bid, and he's running out of money. I have 3 pieces. He's got 3 pieces.
Wait, what is the cross?
Against the 12,500. Teddy can't control 600 left. Here's the situation. He's running definitely.
Okay, yeah.
All right. We are control his spending bid, and he's running out of money. I have 3 pieces. He's got 3 pieces. We are definitely getting 1 more watch out of this each.
I'm gonna try to get 2.
Wow. Okay, so let's go. You're up now, right? All right. Back at Tissot.
Tissot, I like Tissot a
Very
lot.
famous Swiss brand.
The last 2 years, there's been no watch under $1,000 that has caused as much of just fanaticism as this watch right here. Tissot PRX.
It's the upgrade
Really?
of this one.
Yes.
Why?
This is a PRX right here.
It was able to forecast the trend of
And that's
the
a
integrated
PRX
sports look.
Powermatic 80. The difference being that that's mechanical. You twist it yourself. Got its own self-winding mechanism too after that. So, you know, you put it down for a couple days, it'll hold its charge. But if you put it down for too long, you might have to self-wind it again. But if you wear it, it'll keep itself powered. What I love about it, look at that wrist. Look at that bracelet. It's absolutely gorgeous. Love that color. The color, unfortunately, for this one that I really like only came in the quartz version. So I made a decision. I'm like, I just want that quartz version. But this mechanical is so clean. Definitely keep your eye on it.
And then what ended up happening we saw with all the hierology brands, everybody's getting
The
their
texture is interesting, very cool.
hat in the ring. They were able to do it
Good loom on those.
with a really well done integrated style bracelet, case, and coming in at a price starting with the quartz one just south of
But
$400.
that band.
That's the quartz one. I really like the quartz one. They don't have my green one pictured, but that is what I have, and it is. Oh man, it's just so nice. Great affordable Swiss movement watch, in-house movement, and like if you're looking for like a great adult watch that just nice little catcher, 200 or 200 to 300 bucks or so on Amazon for these Tissot PRXs. If you want, and that'll last for about 5 years or so, that battery, before you just take it to the jeweler, pay him $5-10 and he'll put in a new battery. This watch, 10, 15, 20-year watch easily. You could hand that down. And then the PRX automatics, the PRX 80s, about 300 bucks more, so about 600 bucks, maybe sometimes on sale for 400 to 500. Great mechanical watch too.
But that
And it's got like this 70s style look. It's like so classic and clean. There's 35 millimeters and there's the regular 40s. It comes down to the bezel and what fits best on your wrist size.
that band, that's a legacy look for this brand.
It is. This is from a C-Star model from 1970s.
Right.
And I was in Switzerland, and I
My
saw
watch should be
them
up
pull this
here.
out of a tray from the 1970s. And
Right.
it's
But I have
basically
a
a
broken
1-to-1 if you look
wrist.
at their 35 millimeters.
So my broken wrist, that's
everything old
funny.
is new again.
My wrist, my watch is hanging a little low. Wristwatchers watching this would be like, oh, his wristwatch. Yeah, I got a broken wrist, and I should wear it on my right hand, but I'll wear my G-Shocks and stuff like that on my right hand. That I'm not afraid of bonking on my left hand. That I'm a lot more sensitive about bonking. I definitely will wear my nicer watches. Try and wear it up here, right?
Is the lesson on this. Caught the wave yet a second time decades later. Exploded on the scene. What's the price point?
For the automatic, which I'm going to go for, $650.
So clean.
Incredible. I mean, you've got a classic look for under $1,000, $600. That's insane. That's
It's
Swiss
insane.
made.
And like that brush steel, it's so good. It's gorgeous.
yeah.
80-hour power reserve, Swiss movement, automatic. It's got this nice kind of tapestry kind of dial.
That must be immensely popular at $600.
Different colors.
We work with Tissot. We sell them on our site. People can't get enough.
Yeah.
They can't get enough.
Well, let's get it out. Let's get this piece
a great
out.
watch.
Put it to the collection. That's really remarkable.
Check out that bracelet. Like also just, like
The
running
bracelet.
I mean, that's For 600, because where brands usually skimp out when you're talking about this price range,
Yeah.
is the bracelet.
And what's different about this? It never catches my hair. Sometimes you've got cheap bracelets that catch your hair. It never catches my hair. It's incredible.
They just try to
Feels
make
beautiful. Automatic piece.
And I'm hairy.
I mean, that is a really stunning dial as well.
They don't have it here, but they also just recently unveiled a chrono version of that,
Yeah.
under $2,000.
But I must say, as just a clean, classic look, an everyday fantastic go-to watch, and I didn't select it, so good for you, Teddy, but I may steal it from you later. We'll have to see. You know,
$600, that's all it cost me.
amazing, absolutely amazing. Okay, that's good. My turn. I'm looking for now brands that I've never touched before.
I recommend going with the Tissot if you're looking for an introductory Swiss watch.
Have you ever looked at Norcane?
I've never looked at Nortain. Why don't you give us the quick rundown?
So they're a new upstart brand in the last 5 years, but they've been adopted pretty quickly for a lot of more traditional retailers because of what they've been doing from a manufacturing perspective. So they actually have access to Keneasi movements. Keneasi is who makes Tudor movements.
Right.
So they're utilizing some of their movements in
Tudor movements, I think they're Rolex movements as well.
their watches. So that's why it's
Let's talk
pretty-
about
Rolex makes Tudor,
this piece here with the green
or at least
dial.
they own Tudor.
What's the story on that?
So this is their GMT, and this is actually using one of their Keneasi movements, bronze case. So I think your price there, I think you're looking at the 4s for that, but we can
Let's
double
find
check.
out. This caught my eye. It's very stunning.
It's going to eat a good amount of your budget. I
Doesn't
believe.
matter. Style, you know, and I'm really putting together a selection that's going to kick your rear end.
$4,150.
Well within my price point.
And let's see here too. If I can get this to unscrew, if I can. Oh, they have it taped down. But this is a true GMT movement as well. So you have isolated function of that local hour hand.
Into the collection it goes. I mean, it's stunning. And it's
right,
going to look
okay.
great with a red band on it. Very interesting. I've got such diversity in my dials.
Yeah, you
This
do.
contest.
But you got a
Really
lot of
amazing. What a
fabric
selection.
dials.
And so what does that leave me left? I had 56 and I just spent what?
4,000.
Yeah.
150.
So I-
$1,500, give or take.
Yeah, $1,500. So I could probably pull another watch out of this. You don't know. What are you going to do?
Can I
Okay,
get one
see how much
final check of my?
You have how much? $1,400. Oh yeah,
Don't know.
easily.
What are you going to do?
Can I get one final check of my price? I have $3,300.
Terrible at math, Teddy. Terrible.
Yeah. I can't remember. I'm just.
Yeah. Well, you're limited now. There's not much you can do. You're down at under $1,000, right?
No, I have $3,300.
How much?
$3,300.
My mistake. You have plenty of room.
Yeah. I'm really close with this Baume & Mercier. Let me just check what the price is on this Baume & Mercier because I think this could be my last pick. This white dial Baume & Mercier.
Yep.
On the bracelet, I'm right on the edge.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
right.
I'm
right
not
on
in
the
love
edge.
with it.
So $3,000. I'm gonna do it.
Different.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Who would have known?
Diversity of dial. I have
Yeah.
my dress watch.
You can
I
still
have
get
two
another
everyday
Tissot.
watches, one with a bronze case. I then also have my PRX, which is kind of my beater. I can do it all with it.
Yeah.
Chronograph. And then I have my more out there, but also diving capable.
So I
Pretty
have
little.
room for
I
one
do
more
like
piece.
Teddy's variants there. He's talking about.
I think I have $1,300 left. What do I have left? Do we know? Let's have a quick look.
The first time we did this, the person that was helping us screwed up. And then I went over, and then Kevin penalized me for it. So we have to do the math. It's very
You
important.
see, I keep them honest to the rules. I mean, that's the whole thing. I'm compliant.
1450, you will have
$1,450.
$1,450 left. That will allow me to get one more piece, I think, but very limited in where I can go.
You could pretty much only go to Hamilton.
Yeah. I was
Maybe
looking
some
at Tudor,
Rado.
but I don't think I can go to
No, Tudor, you're not gonna have room. Could do a Mito too.
Yeah, I haven't done this. What do you think? Is that?
Right here,
Yeah.
the one in the front.
Yeah.
Sure,
I
that's-
like that. Let's see. And for a one,
So that's the
okay.
Patrimony. It's a great watch, and
Yeah.
that's well within your price range.
Yeah, but you have no metal
I'll take
watches.
that, because I don't have a dial like that. I'm really going dials.
You-
so that's
you went all
probably gonna get
dials.
me right
Straps
before
didn't
there's
matter to
nothing
him.
left. I have a
I want
little
at least
bit of
one
fabric.
metal.
You might have a
I
little.
do like the fabrics
small
now.
Sliver.
I have
Right
a
here.
small sliver. I'll probably go out for dinner in
Could
New York.
also afford another Tissot.
Looks like I have plans this evening.
You say you rep these guys?
We do. We do. They do surprisingly well because I think once you get this in your hand, you'll. There's sports watches, I think, even more so, but this is a really killer piece.
Yeah, it's a dress watch, you know.
And it has more of a sector kind of dial. You have the Longines
Yeah.
sector, but I think this is different enough. You have the dates.
Beautiful. Just check that out. Very, very stylish.
That's great.
And the price again?
You're just under $1,000, I believe, for that. You're right on $1,000.
$1,000.
Yep. So I am going to just take a knee. I'm going to run out the clock. I am done.
Yeah, I think I'm done too, because what can I get for $450?
Well, there is one
So-
thing.
What is it? You're kidding.
You can get this Tissot PRX like right on there,
Damn.
on the strap.
Well, why wouldn't I take that? Let's open the case. Come on, that is amazing. Just to actually have one extra watch to you.
I'm just being nice now. I'm being nice. Because maybe you'll be nice to me.
Well,
I don't want to
maybe
steal
anything can happen.
Look at that, $325.
Look at that.
That's nice.
Now that's the quartz, so it is different.
That's okay.
Yep.
But, you know, who said you can't get a great watch at an affordable price?
That certainly is.
PRX at a really incredible price point. That is just amazing. I'm stunned. Well, you know, Teddy, I will say I've learned something here today, but again, it's cost you because I've kicked your butt one more time.
No. We
300
know the rules here. We have to get them all lined up.
$325. All
I
right.
told you about that.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, let's put it over here.
Have some respect when we do this now.
All right,
Don't be
so
stealing.
let's look at this.
All right, so let's pull. We're gonna pull them all together.
Fantastic.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull them all together.
Yeah.
And then we'll do our final lineup, and then you can make your final decision on what we
Exactly.
want to do.
Exactly.
Let's do it. All right, Kevin. So we have all the watches in front of us. Let's just go through each one. So I have a Baume & Mercier.
Just before you start,
Yeah,
Teddy, I
please.
want to make a statement about this experience because remember, we started with $12,500. I was thinking before we did our shopping spree, maybe 3 pieces.
Right.
But that's not what happened. There are so many remarkable timepieces in this store that you can actually build a full collection. I consider collections started when you get 3 pieces. Of any collection, when you're a watch owner, when you get to 3, you're a collector. And you could start with $1,200, $500 to become a major collector because I'm at 5 pieces here. And then I'm extraordinarily amazed that I got to 6 on the 12,500. And Teddy, you're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have one more watch in even a better collection than Teddy has before he even starts talking about it. Again, this contest, I know already who won, but that's okay. Teddy's learning. He's the grasshopper. He's learning from the master. That's the way I look at it.
Teddy.
To go through the
funny.
watches, we have the Baume & Mercier Clifton Balmatic. This
Okay.
has a 5-day power reserve, probably one of the most remarkable movements you're going to find for the money. I have my Tissot PRX for $650 for
I like
that
that.
money, hard to beat. Then I have my Oris Big Crown Pointer Date in bronze. Then I move over to my Hamilton Intramatic Chronograph.
That's a hell of a piece, by the way.
Uh-oh, I don't like how he's talking
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now. And then I have my Ultrachron from Longines, which is a marvel in terms of its movement and what it's bringing forward.
Because you're my advisor on these low-end entry-level watches.
Absolutely, happy
Keep-
to do it.
keep
so,
going.
Norcane GMT, this one surprised me in bronze with a Canisi movement on the inside. Then
Okay.
You have your Legend Diver here for the
Yes,
mid-twos
I like
at
that.
36 millimeters, which was an interesting choice. This was the surprise. You had a just over $300 PRX, so you're going for the quartz version, but to add an extra watch,
Got one.
you wouldn't do that. Then you have your Big Crown Akavango edition from Oris, Rado Captain Cook, Gray Ceramic, then your Mito.
Yeah.
We had no money left over. We spent pretty much all of our money.
Yeah, but we got some amazing pieces for $12,500, which I think of all the things we've done together, Teddy, this is going to be a mind blower because people do not make the assumption they can get even one watch for $12,500. You come to Turno Bookworm, you come downstairs here.
Wait a second. This guy, Teddy Lask is like, yeah, you don't. Teddy's got people in our price ranges that give me like 12.5. Are you kidding me? I'll put that in my house.
But we got some amazing pieces for $12,500, which I think of all the things we've done together, Teddy, this is going to be a mind blower because people do not make the assumption they can get even one watch for $12,500. You come to Turno Bookworm, you come downstairs here, you cruise all of these displays, and you will immerse yourself in legend watches.
Scooters, Rolexes.
Incredible pieces. Again, touting this store as being probably one of the best places to shop for watches on earth. I've been all over the world. I've never seen anything like this. They spent a fortune building it, but it's worth it. All right, Teddy.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to amaze you because I've looked through both collections. Your collection, my collection. My collection, let me put it this way. This collection, if it was a kitchen and it had a sink and it had a drain, would flush onto this collection. This is the elevated collection here. This is absolutely, so I'm not going to do any swap.
You're not going to do anything.
Because I've clearly, I've kicked your ass here today, and I just know that. I'm going to let you vote, obviously. Collection, my collection.
All right, so his is $200 more, 225, $250 more. So I like that face. Yes. That looks great right there in that gold green. That does look good. But this is kind of similar here, these two. Right? If I had to choose one, they're very similar here. And then you get a nice little, so I mean, like, yes, no. Between one of these two, I would pick, I think the maybe the Mito then, because I need that color. Then let's see, the Tiso. I might take the other Tiso because I already got the PRX. I get the PRX 80. So, yes, no, yes, no. So 1, 2, 3.
My collection.
Let's see what I take from
There's
Teddy's. No. Maybe. Yes. No. So yeah, I'll take the Hamilton and the Tissot PRX from his. That's my collection. Woo. Let me know your guys' collection in the comments below. It's a lot of fun. Playing a little make-believe.
No, I don't need to change anything. My selections are beyond perfect. They are just the most incredible mix of dials, sport, new looks, amazing brands. Why would I want to touch it? I was going to go after your Hamilton, but now that I see
You have too much green. You'd have too much green. You have two green dials already.
You know, green does work in a Christmassy-like way with red, because all of these are going to end up with red bands on them. But, you know, if I went to green, and you're saying I have too much green, I have the same problem if I take over your Hamilton, which is the only one you've selected I really am interested in. So the rest, though, I mean, I did get a green vibe today, you're right, but I'm very happy with it. What fantastic watches, and what a great session with Teddy. We will see you next time.
And leave comments down below. Tell us who won in the comments. Did I finally win? I don't know what's going on. Something's in the water. I don't know what's going on in the world. They think Kevin's winning these things.
Can you have more fun than this? If you love watches.
That's awesome. That was a lot of fun. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this Wednesday night in Spitfire. Thanks for joining us here. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Fired up footballers. Have a great one. Later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for kicking that like button. Thanks for commenting. Connor saying, "What's up, James? I'll be on SOP for the MLS season back live. That starts in 10 days. That's awesome, Connor. Good to hear. All right, everybody. I'll sign off. I'll catch you guys next time at Spitfire. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys and check out Connor over at SOP. Good to hear. We've got MLS heating up in 10 days. Of course, the Fire start a little bit after that. I think their first game is going to be March 4th. Where they take on New York City. But of course, you're gonna be able to catch all the action on SOP on YouTube as well as Apple TV Plus. All right, guys, catch you on the next stream. Have a great one next Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out. Fired up footballers.